Cue Footsteps Mystery Theater presents The Adventures of William Ruby, Private Detective, brought to you by Fizzles. Fizzles, the medicine for when your tummy has fizzled out. Powerful doctor-recommended ingredients are contained in a powder that turns into effervescent relief in liquid. Just 2 spoonfuls in a glass of water will bring you back to your normal, bubbly self. And you'll love the peach flavor. Ask your druggist for some today.
Hi there, Will Ruby here. One of the things I love best about my hometown of Los Angeles, California, is that there's so much to do here. Anyone who says they're bored in LA is just plain lazy. And because the weather is great most of the time, you can do as much outside as inside. My preferred pastimes all happen indoors, but I appreciate the sun and warmth, especially when a case takes me outside. Like this one case, where I got a whole lot of time on the beach, a place I definitely don't frequent, but I'm glad it's there. It started at Sadie's, though, my favorite breakfast and lunch restaurant in Hollywood. Sadie, the owner, went back to her native Hawaii a while back. Her sister Effie runs it now. Roberta Maxwell, writer of several of the best dramas on radio and my best girl, and I have breakfast there most mornings. Like that morning. Usually, it's just a couple of breakfast specials with orange juice and coffee. Well, that's my order. Roberta prefers a fruit cup and 1 egg over easy. That day, she got those. And a celebrity sighting, another benefit of living in the City of Angels.
Top off your coffee, Will?
Oh, yes, please, Effie. So, you've been in Hollywood for a while now? Get used to it yet?
Oh, sure. It's really not that different from Honolulu, just fewer coconut trees. Let me know if you need anything else.
She's just like her sister. I've never met sweeter, happier people.
That's aloha, according to them.
You've got aloha, too. Either that or Blarney.
I'd like to think some of both, though I need to make a trip to Hawaii to confirm that aloha part. Care to go with me, Miss Maxwell?
Oh, I'd love to. Can you imagine me in a sarong sipping from a coconut?
Oh, I certainly can. I'm going to need to land a couple of good cases before we can plan anything, though. The coffers are pretty empty.
If I know you, it won't take long. I've got a little saved up. Oh, wow. Did you see who just walked in the door?
Wow, a human mountain from the looks of things.
No, that's Prince Tiberius, the wrestler.
And how do you know that? You're not a wrestling fan. Or are you hiding a secret?
No, I'm not a fan, but there are posters of him all over the station. The KTMQ television division broadcasts the matches.
Well, you're partially forgiven. Hey, he's headed this way. I wonder why.
Maybe he wants you to be his new wrestling adversary.
Me? Never happened. I only slap people around during working hours. Right now is my private time.
Will Ruby, I just went to your office. The building super said you'd be here, and here you are.
Yeah, here I am.
Oh, don't you recognize me, old pal? I know it's been a long time, but you look just the same as you did in the academy. It's me, Boyd Thurber.
Boyd Thurber? Oh, no. The Boyd I knew could have made a living as a beanpole. He couldn't have lifted a paperweight.
Yeah, I was the original 98-pound weakling. The Army made me start weight training. I got real good at it.
Yeah, so I can see. And, when I squint, I can see the old Boyd. Huh. Oh, by the way, this is my girl, Roberta Maxwell. Roberta, Boyd Thurber. We were in the police academy together until he quit to join the Army, anyway.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Maxwell. You snagged a good egg.
Thanks, and nice to meet you.
So why were you looking for me?
Yeah. Mind if I sit down? I want to keep this as quiet as possible.
Oh, I don't mind at all. Slide over, Roberta. We can get cozy while Boyd spills his beans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks. Gee, it really is good to see you, Will. I just wish it was for something fun. I need to hire you. We need to hire you.
We?
I spend a lot of my free time working out and coaching down at the weight pen on Venice Beach. It's a nice group. It's usually real peaceful. We may look fierce, but we're really a bunch of old softies. That's why I don't get it.
Don't get what?
Well, about a week ago, Paulie Fresh, was working out on the rings, minding his own business. He finished and was heading to the beach shower when someone jumped him and knocked him silly with a fistful of brass knuckles. Couple days later, Donna Dangerous found her car bashed in. Everyone knows her car because it was her picture painted on it. Xerxes Diamandis was beaten day before yesterday. Then, last night a guy came for me. No words, just came out of nowhere and jumped me. I was kind of expecting it after everything else had happened, so, I managed to get him off me before he could really hurt me. He ran off before I could get a look at him. I wasn't bothering anyone. I was just lifting a few weights and coaching a couple of kids. Nobody's complained to the cops or the city about us or said anything to our faces. I just don't get it.
So you want me to get to the bottom of it?
Would you? I don't know what else to do. Everything's been reported to the cops, but they don't seem to care. I think they figure we can take care of ourselves. Well, just because we have a lot of muscles doesn't mean we like to fight. A lot of the guys and gals aren't wrestlers. They're bodybuilders or acrobats or athletes. Me, I only wrestle in the ring. I would never, ever raise a hand to anyone. None of us would.
I don't know.
I'm not asking you to do this for free. You have to make a living same as the rest of us. The gang all pitched in. Here's $200 as a retainer. I hope that's enough.
Oh, it's plenty, thanks. Okay, you got yourself a shamus. When are you going to be at the beach?
I'll be there this afternoon. Come around 2 and I'll introduce you around. Thanks, Will. I know how smart you are. If anyone can figure this out, it's you. I'll let you finish your breakfast. Nice to meet you, Miss Maxwell.
You too. Wow. Who would pick on a bunch of weightlifters?
Well, seeing as I just got handed a couple of C notes to answer that very question, I guess we'll find out.
Hey, be careful, please. Someone who's not afraid to attack wrestlers won't think twice about doing the same to you.
Don't worry. I know how to get out of the way. The advantage of being lithe is speed.
Lithe, huh? You keep eating breakfasts like this, and you won't be lithe enough to avoid a turtle.
I think Roberta was accusing me of getting fat. Me! Little does she know, I have one of the fastest metabolisms in the world. That being said, I figured it couldn't hurt to lift a couple of barbells or maybe try the chin-up bar while I was investigating. I headed down to Venice a little early in case I decided that was a good idea. The beach wasn't too crowded, probably because it was a Tuesday. There were about 6 guys lifting weights in the pen, and a handful of people were standing around watching. I didn't see Boyd, so I joined the watchers. It wasn't long before someone saw me, and it wasn't my old buddy.
Gee, that guy in the red trunks can lift a lot. Look how the bar bends from the weight.
I hope it doesn't break.
Nah, it's solid steel. It would take a lot to break that. I wouldn't want to meet that guy in a dark alley, though. I ain't made of steel, you know.
Oh, I know. You're more like pudding.
Hey, now!
Hey, handsome. How come you're out here watching instead of in there? I can see what you're hiding in that suit.
Ooh, your sunglasses are actually X-ray specs? I didn't know those actually worked.
I don't need X-ray specs to see what you've got. So why aren't you joining in the fun?
I'm just here to meet a friend. Why aren't you pumping iron, as they say? I don't need special glasses to see you either, especially as all you've got on is a bathing suit.
I hope you like the view. As for the iron, stick around, cutie. See how a girl does it.
Ooh, girl is the wrong word for you. I think Amazonian would be better.
Will, there you are. What are you looking at?
That is a really good question. Say, what do you call a woman who could break you in half with one hand?
Oh, you're talking about Shirley. Oh, don't let her fool you. She's a sweetheart when she's not in the ring. She's one of the gang. So's Mikey the Mountain Larson. He's the one lifting the big weights. And Don Schiller. Oh, and Xerxes Diamandis. Xerxes is the guy sitting by the rings with the cast on his leg. He's one of the guys who was jumped.
Oh my gosh, Prince Tiberius! You're my favorite wrestler in the whole world. Can I have your autograph?
Sure. Here you go.
Oh my gosh, thanks.
We'd better get out of this crowd before you're surrounded. I'd like to hear Xerxes' story.
Good place to start. He'd be more than happy to tell you.
Oh, hey, Boyd. How are you doing?
I'm okay. This is my friend, Will Ruby, the one I told you about.
Oh, right. Pleased to meet you, Will. So you think you can help us?
I'm gonna try. Tell me what happened to you.
Sure, but let's take this to a quieter spot first. The fewer is, the better. We got a little clubhouse across the boardwalk. Yeah, this is better. It happened a couple of days ago, Will, right around sunset. I was going through my routine like I always do. I warm up with some calisthenics, then rounds of amcals, snatch and lifts, and so on. Anyway, I was finishing my first round of all that when someone who sounded a lot like Shirley called for help. A friend calls and I go running, so I went running. I get as far as this clubhouse when I get jumped from behind. I never saw who did it. They coshed me on the head and I blacked out before I realized what happened. They worked me over good. I got a concussion, busted leg, dislocated shoulder, bunch of other bumps and bruises. If Boyd here hadn't come along, I'd probably be dead.
I didn't see who did it. They were gone before I got there.
Did anyone see anything? Hey, how about Shirley? Why did she call for help?
There wasn't anyone around to see anything. The boardwalk pretty much closes up when it gets dark.
Oh, and it wasn't Shirley who called. I asked her. She said it couldn't have been her. She wasn't even at the beach. She was warming up for a match way over in Rosemead.
You have no idea why this happened? Well, maybe you beat someone in a match who took it personally, or a guy thought you were paying too much attention to his girl.
Nah, nothing like that. I pretty much retired from wrestling. I work in warehouse most of the time and train up in commerce in my free time, when I'm not working out, that is. As for girls, my wife Margaret passed away a few years ago, and I haven't been interested in even talking to another woman.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks. It's not just me who's been attacked, you know. So this can't be about just me.
Yeah, Boyd told me. Brass knuckles in a tire under a car, and he got jumped but not hurt. Sounds to me like someone might have a grudge against you weightlifters.
I guess that could be, but I don't know who. I haven't heard anyone griping.
Me either. It's a puzzler.
Yeah, it sure is. A dangerous one. I think I'll take a walk, see if I can hear a thing or two. I spent the rest of the afternoon wandering in and out of the shops on the boardwalk and engaging the clerks in small talk. None of them had a bad thing to say about the weight pen or its regulars. In fact, they seemed to be pretty happy they were there. They drew crowds, which was good for business. Maybe it had something to do with wrestling, as all three victims were wrestlers. Something to ponder. I met with Boyd at the pen the next morning to ask him about that. He gave me something else to ponder.
Hey, Will. Thanks for meeting me so early. Well, early for you anyway, I'm sure.
10 is a little early, but I wasn't up all night following a suspect, so it's okay.
Great. Hey, you don't have sweats or swim trunks with you, do you? You could work out with me while we talk. It would look less suspicious, you know? Just in case.
No, sorry, it didn't occur to me.
That's okay. I've got extras in the clubhouse. Come on. Hey, morning, Xerxes. How's the leg?
It's okay. Doesn't hurt anymore. Now it itches. Good to see you, Will. You going to train too?
I thought I'd give it a go. It's been a while since I lifted any real weight.
Yeah? What made you decide to come down here to do it?
Oh, hey, Don. Don, this is my old pal, Will. Will? Don. Yeah, here's a set of sweats, Will. You can put your stuff in my locker here.
Oh, thanks, Boyd. Oh, nice to meet you, Don.
Yeah, you're the one who's going to find who's been attacking people?
I'm going to try to anyway. Do you know anything about it?
Just what the others have told me. Haven't been a victim, yet.
Well, I'm going to do my best to keep you from becoming one.
Yeah, right, yeah. You better have him work on his biceps, Boyd. Yeah, he's going to need them.
Don't mind him, Will. He'll born grumpy. He's right, though. You should build up those, Oh, never mind. You've got a great set of biceps already.
Thanks. It's the one part of my physique I do work on. They come in handy in fights.
Oh, that's good, but your legs can come in handy too. Solid base, you know? Come on, I'll show you.
And I can keep an eye out while you do.
Hey, look who the cat dragged in. Decided to give it a go, huh, handsome?
I sure did. Any pointers?
Keep your eyes on the equipment. Oh, and I'd watch the barbells, too.
Funny, Shirley. Sorry, but he's got a girl.
And how would you know?
I met her.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Will, even if you're breaking my heart. Happy to help you any way I can. Next time, though, Prince Tiberius, bring a single friend. Later, boys. I've got to go meet a new student.
Ooh, she's a character.
She sure is. But she's a good kid. Ooh, we got a full house today. Bunch of regulars, a few newbies. Let's start over in the far corner. Do some squats and snatches with light weights. You can see everyone from there.
Yeah, good idea. Huh. That new student of Shirley's looks kind of familiar.
He does? How can you tell? He's got his sweatshirt hood on and sunglasses.
I don't know. He just does. And before you ask, no, I don't know why. I'll keep an eye on him. So, what are you doing first?
Deep knee bends. Hope you've got good knees.
Yeah, so do I.
Hey, Flatfoot. I thought of something that might help you get to the bottom of this. Come find me when you're done and we'll go, someplace to talk that, doesn't have ears.
Not now?
No. I want to get my workout in before it gets too crowded. And you need to work on those pathetic knees.
My knees are not pathetic. They're fine. They weren't fine by the time Boyd got done with them, though. I had just about enough stamina to watch the crowd while I turned my legs into jello. Nothing happened in the pen, other than a lot of muscles got tested to their limits. My limits. Shirley's new student was there the whole time, too, and he intrigued me. He still looked familiar, even without really seeing his face. He could have been someone I had nabbed in a previous case. When he was done with his session, I decided to follow him before I met with Don. He's not walking to a car. I wonder where he is going. Well, maybe for a swim. He's gone onto the beach. Oh, maybe he's a lifeguard. He's heading for that guard station. And if I follow him there, it'll be too obvious. I'll just go back to the pen and ask Shirley about him instead. Oh, decided to follow me, huh? Okay, mystery man. Let's find out who you are for once and for all. I'll just duck behind the clubhouse and jump you when you come looking. Ow! By the door! Ow! Hey! Not the hair!
Cut it out, you dope!
George! What are you doing here, big brother?
Shh! Have you blown my cover, so help me?
Your cover? For what? You're a homicide lieutenant. There hasn't been a murder here. Or has there?
No, not here. Meet me at my house in a couple of hours. I want to know why you're here as much as you want to know why I'm here. What's that?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, go check it out. I can't be near a crime scene. I might be recognized. I'll explain later.
Yes, you will.
Will, there you are.
What happened?
Someone stabbed Don. I think he's dead.
Don was dead, all right. Someone stabbed him in the back, hard enough to pierce his heart. Well, that's what the coroner said anyway. Boyd thought the killer must be Shirley's mysterious client, but I told him I was shadowing him at the time. I also told the police that, and that's all I told them. As soon as they let me go, I hightailed it to my brother's. He had some explaining to do. Only his wife Dolores was home when I got there. Oh, Dolores. Dolores is a peach, a ray of sunshine to his storm cloud. I don't know how my brother got so lucky.
Will, hi, come on in. His Lord High Grumpiness called and told me to expect you.
Hi, Dolores. He's not here?
No, but he will be soon. So, what's going on?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I was hired by Boyd Thurber.
Boyd Thurber? There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. You and he were friends in the academy, as I remember. He was so skinny, he was almost transparent.
That was him, but not anymore. Now, he's Prince Tiberius, the wrestler.
Prince Tiberius? Oh, for gosh sakes. I knew he looked familiar, but I couldn't place him. Thanks for solving that mystery, Will.
Wait. You know who Prince Tiberius is, huh? Since when did you start going to wrestling matches?
Never. With 4 kids and a job like mine, who has time for that? George got us a television. They show matches on Saturday nights. I get a kick out of them. More melodrama than a soap opera.
Good to know you don't take them seriously. Where are the offspring? It's so quiet in here.
Ain't it great? I had to finish 3 gowns for the new Mammoth Studios comedy, so your mother has Jay and Lillian, and my mother has the twins.
Hey, honey, I'm home. Will should be... Oh, you're here.
I sure am.
What's so funny?
You, big brother. When did you send away for the Charles Atlas workout routine? You've got actual muscles.
You both do. Ooh, I may just have to swoon.
Oh, story.
Is it my fault I'm surrounded by hunks? I would think you'd at least be flattered.
I know I am.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about this later, Mrs. Ruby. Right now, I want to know what my little brother was doing hanging out with my persons of interest.
Well, sounds like it's shop talk time. I'll be in my sewing room if anyone needs me. Love you, George.
Yeah, love you too. You, Will, I'm not sure about. Now, what were you doing in Venice Beach?
Working on a case. Same as you, apparently. Though I hadn't heard of any murders until the one that just happened.
Yeah, I'll get to that. Hey, what did happen?
A regular named Don Schiller was stabbed from behind, hard enough to pierce his heart.
Nobody saw a thing, I'm sure.
Of course not. They haven't seen anything that's happened.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, several of the regulars at the pen have been attacked in the past few days for no apparent reason. Boyd Thurber hired me to try and find out who and why and stop them.
So that's why you were down there.
Yeah, that's why. You were the main suspect for the stabbing for a minute, by the way. You're a newcomer and you were acting suspiciously. I told the cops I was tailing you at the time, so you couldn't have been the murderer, just so you know.
Yeah, thanks for that. My bosses know what I'm doing, but they haven't told anyone else. I would have had to blow my cover to clear myself.
Yeah, what are you doing, especially undercover? You insinuated you were investigating a murder?
I am. It's an old case. About 5 years ago, a woman was found brutally beaten to death in Pershing Square. No ID, but she had money in her purse, and she was wearing a diamond ring.
Yeah, I remember reading about that case. It was similar to another murder, as I remember.
It's similar to several other murders, it turns out. I was cleaning out some old files when I came on the file for that murder. I'd just seen some other files of old murders that looked very similar. On reading them over, I realized they were too similar not to have been done by the same person. None of them were ever solved.
So you decided to open them up again and solve them all at once. Look at you, Mr. Overachiever.
Yeah, not quite. Something kind of funny happened to get not just me, but the captain and the chief interested. I went to Pershing Square to get a look at the crime scene. Nothing specific, of course, as it happened years ago, just to get a picture in my head. I wasn't there 2 minutes when Dickey Mullins walked up to me. You might remember him from your police days. He was an ex-jockey who informed for us for years.
Oh, yeah. Little guy, big beak for a nose, voice like an opera bass, which shocks everyone the first time they hear it.
Yeah, that's him. Anyway, he walked up to me and asked,
Hey, Lieutenant, do you know a murder happened right where you're standing?
I do? You know anything about it?
Besides that it happened? Not much, but I know someone who was there. Bertha! Hey, Bertha, come here!
What do you want, Dickey?
This is my old pal, Lieutenant Ruby. Lieutenant Bertha Pitts. Bertha was a chambermaid at the Biltmore.
Until my bum leg made me retire. Swell meeting you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, you too. Dickey says you saw Mildred Spencer get killed.
Dickey, what'd you go and say that for?
'Cause it's true, ain't it?
It's only kind of true. I didn't actually see the guy. And that's the God's honest truth.
All right, what did you see?
Well, it was kind of late, around 11. I had just finished my shift at the Biltmore. I lived down around 4th and LA Street at the time. I like to walk through Pershing to get home. I know it ain't the safest place to be, but it's the quickest, and nobody bothered me when I had my maid's uniform on, you know? Anyway, I was not quite halfway down, here on the Olive Street side, when I heard what sounded like a fight. A lady was yelling, and a guy was whispering to her to shut up. I thought he might be robbing her, you know. I didn't want it to happen to me, too, so I ducked behind a tree. Tree's gone now, of course. Most of them went when they built the parking lot underground. But it was right about here. Anyway, I heard her beg for her life. He said, "You should have thought about that before you tried to cross me." Heard that part plain as day. Then there were a lot of punches and slaps and stuff. I wanted to run, but I was too scared to. Then all of a sudden it got real quiet. Footsteps started coming toward me. I saw a shadow of a real big guy. Not tall, but lots of muscles. Ran past. As soon as he was gone, I got out of there.
You ever tell any of this to the police?
Oh, I was scared too. What if he had seen me? What good would it do anyway? I never saw his face or nothing. I learned a long time ago that it's always best to keep your trap shut.
We found out later her name was Mildred Spencer. And after I heard all that, I went back to the office and checked on that name's file again. No mention of a boyfriend in any witness statements, but one person did say that she liked to go to wrestling matches and hang out with the wrestlers. I looked at the other files, found all the victims frequented the matches around Hollywood.
And you brought all of that to the boss, who decided it would be a good idea to reopen the cases. Then you figured out which wrestlers were around back then and started sniffing around.
Yeah, exactly. I've managed to rule out a few of them. I just started to look at the group down at the weight pen. Almost all of them were in town at the time of the murders, and none of them have easy alibis. What I don't have is a motive.
Think whoever's behind it got wind of you sniffing around and has been attacking the others as a way to keep their mouths shut?
Yeah, maybe. The timing fits anyway. You haven't heard anything.
Nah, just what Boyd told me. And Xerxes Diamandis. Both of them were attacked, and both were worried something worse was going to happen because they didn't know why they were being attacked. No threats, no fallings out, nothing.
Okay, who else was attacked?
Paulie Fresh. And Donna Dangerous's car was bashed in. I haven't had a chance to talk to them yet.
Prince Tiberius, Xerxes Diamandus, Paulie Fresh, Donna Dangerous, and Don Schiller. All pro wrestling favorites.
Yeah, all favorites. And most in the sunset of their careers. Maybe the attacks are unrelated and it's a jealous rival, or maybe it's someone who hates wrestling.
Oh, you don't believe either of those, and neither do I.
No, I don't. The timing can't be a coincidence. So the original killer is one of the Penn regulars, and he's trying to make sure anyone who was around 5 years ago can't tell you anything that could point a finger? Something's not right about that either.
I hate complicated cases.
All cases are complicated, big brother.
I've got to go pick up the kids, then get dinner started. Are you staying, Will?
I think I'd better. We're not done puzzling.
Get Roberta over here. Maybe us girls can set you two straight.
You know, maybe you can at that.
Dolores, this is the best chicken fricassee I've ever had. How do you manage to make something this great with everything else you have to do?
It's really easy to make. The oven does most of the work. I can teach it to you if you want.
Oh, I want. Oh, I could eat this till the cows come home.
Oh, you could eat anything until the cows come home, Mr. Ruby.
Oh, does she have you pegged? Just so you know, Roberta, it runs in the family.
Hey, I do not have an appetite like Will's. With 4 kids to feed, I couldn't afford to.
Oh, you're right about that. So, what's this conundrum you have?
Conundrums. A fistful of 5-year-old murders, a brand new murder, and attacks on several wrestlers and bodybuilders, all by the same person? It sure feels that way, but why and who? And why all the new stuff now?
I think you're right about it being the same person, between the women all being wrestling fans and the new attacks. Maybe one of the wrestlers hated women. Maybe one or more of the other wrestlers? Nah, that's a crazy idea.
No, you keep going, honey. You might have something.
I don't know. I'm trying to connect the past and the present, and the only thing I can think of is that maybe one of the old-timers was away or something, came back recently and put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, or maybe they haven't, but the murderer is worried they will and is attacking people as a warning.
Well, that's as good an idea as any. We can find out if anyone is new to the weight pen. Will?
I just had the same thought. Be right back, ladies and gent.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Police work, Lillian.
We're trying to connect some old cases to some new ones, honey.
Well, gee, if it was me, I'd be going down to the wrestling arena. There's always a janitor or someone who's worked there forever to talk to in the detective movies. Bet they'd have a big clue.
Hey, you're right, Jay. Why didn't you think of that, Dad?
As a matter of fact, I did think of that. I'm going to go in the morning.
Ah, sure you did. No, you thought of it right after Jay said it.
I think it's time you went to bed, young lady.
Oh, come on.
I'll let her stay up at least a few more minutes, Dad, so she can meet a real live wrestler. Boyd's on the way over, and he lives only a couple blocks away.
A real wrestler? Who?
Ever hear of Prince Tiberius?
Prince Tiberius?
He's coming to our house!
Ah!
No, I think he's already here. Hey, what took you so long?
Huh? Oh, you're joking. I don't get a lot of those. Right over my head.
Only because we've been using that head to stop other wrestlers. Everyone's in the dining room. And I've got a niece and nephew who adore you, by the way.
Oh, George had kids? I knew he got married, but not that he had kids.
Yeah, 4. The twins are in bed already. Hey, everyone. This is my pal Boyd. Boyd, you know Roberta and George. This is Dolores. And the short ones are Jay and Lillian.
It's nice to meet you, sir.
Ah, it sure is. You're our favorite.
Oh, that sure is nice to hear, Lillian. And it's nice to meet you too, Jay. And you too, Dolores.
It's a thrill. Oh, have a seat, hunk.
Oh, thanks. So, why'd you need to see me, Will?
We were just talking about your case, and a question came up, one that hopefully you can answer. How long have you been going to the weight pen on a regular basis?
Oh, gosh. It feels like forever. A couple of years, anyway.
Are there any wrestlers at the weight pen who just started coming recently, say within the last couple of months?
Yeah. Paulie, for one. I talked him into coming. We do lots of matches together. Donna's another one. Shirley brought her in.
Yeah, anyone else?
No? Oh, yeah. Don. I forgot he didn't start coming to the pen until a couple of weeks ago. He was in the army for a while. He was stationed in Korea, then Tokyo for a few years. He just started wrestling again about 6 months ago. The circuit really missed him, let me tell you. And they're going to miss him again. Good guy. And a great wrestler.
George, those three were all attacked.
You don't say. Who else was attacked?
Xerxes. Is he a newcomer too, Boyd?
Oh, no. He's been going longer than I have. Matter of fact, he's been going ever since he left the circuit about, let me think. I guess it's been 5 years already.
Did you say 5 years?
He did, but...
Yeah, but maybe.
Hey, you could be right. It's easy enough to...
Yeah, we should.
Oh, great idea. We'll just have to...
First on the list, any ideas?
Yeah, a couple. I'll need to...
Right. Good thing he's here.
I love it when you two do that. Better than any comedy I've ever seen.
Me too. Have you learned to translate it yet?
Oh, pretty much.
Translate it for me, then? I have no idea what they just said.
Well, never mind. It would take too long. You didn't actually see the attack on Xerxes, right?
No, I didn't. I just found them rolling around on the ground in pain.
Yeah, where exactly?
You know, that's a funny thing. He was back behind the clubhouse. I wouldn't have known he was there if he hadn't been yelling. I don't know what he'd be doing back there.
Hey, I bet I do. One last thing. Did you take him to the hospital, or did you call an ambulance?
No, neither one. He insisted on driving himself. Hey, how did he drive with a broken leg? I didn't even think about that at the time.
Very good question. It's time we get an answer. Do you know where he lives?
Yeah, he's got a room near the beach. Electric Avenue and Rose. You really think Xerxes is behind all of this?
That's what we need to find out, and quick, before anyone else gets hurt.
I should come with you.
I don't think that's really what we need to be looking.
Big brother. We're no match for old El Greco, even together. Just no pounding unless we give the word, Boyd. We don't want to make him mad if we can help it.
Okay.
And no guns, George. I don't think they'd work on Xerxes anyway, but he could take ours and use it on one of us.
Oh, good point.
Oh, be as careful as you can, all of you. I'll pull a couple of steaks out of the freezer just in case.
Oh, I don't think we'll need to eat after this, Mrs. Ruby.
They won't be for eating, honey.
That's his rooming house there, the Blushing Rose.
Judging from the look of it, the name should probably be the Gin Blossom. What did the captain say when you called, George?
He's sending backup. And I requested a couple of men go out to the Hollywood wrestling clubs to ask about links between Xerxes and the victims. Now, hush, both of you. We don't want to tip him that we're coming. Know where his room is, Boyd?
Yeah, first floor, back. Oh, see the window with the Hollywood Wrestling Club sticker on it? That's his.
The shade is up and the light's on. Good. Let's sneak a peek before we come calling.
Yeah, there he is. And would you look at that?
But the cast is off, and he's walking around like normal. That means he faked his attack.
Yeah, he sure did. Probably to throw suspicion off himself before he did what he really wanted to do. Kill Don.
But why?
Because Don knew something about him that he didn't want anyone else to know. We'll tell all later. How do you want to do this, big brother?
We'll go in the front, make like it's just a social call. Boyd, you stay here and watch.
But hey, what if something goes wrong? I can't help you guys from out here.
There's a back door to the building just past this room. See it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if something crazy happens, if things start to go south, you can come in that way and help. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Let's go, Will.
Not too big on security here. There isn't even a guy at the front desk.
Oh, maybe he's in the John. Let's not wait to find out.
Who is it?
It's Will, Xerxes.
Will, hang on a minute. I'm not dressed. Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting company.
Don't worry about it. I want to go over your story about the attack again. I think I may have a lead.
Yeah? Come in. Say, who's your friend?
Oh, this is my brother George. George, Xerxes Diamandis.
Heh, I should have known. You guys look just alike. Good to meet you, George. So, what's your lead?
I'd prefer not to say until I'm sure. Now, let's see. Boyd told me he found you behind the clubhouse. What were you doing back there?
Well, that's where the guy dragged me.
I thought you were answering Shirley's distress call.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Sorry, the whole thing's a little fuzzy on account of the hit on my head.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, so the guy dragged you back there. He must have been huge.
Yeah, he was. There may have been more than just him. Could have been 2 or 3 even.
And the fish gets bigger every time.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I'll tell you, it means that you're lying about being attacked. We know you're lying, and we know why. We also saw you without that fake cast on. Lieutenant George Ruby, LAPD Homicide Division, you're under arrest, Xerxes Diamandis, for the murder of Don Schilling, Mildred Spencer, and several others to be named later.
Oh, no, I ain't copper. You have to catch me first, and you ain't big enough for that.
George!
I'll do. Yes. Oh, ow. Yes. Oh, ow.
Watch out for that left, George!
Thanks.
You guys made a horn! Ran it. Boy, this would be a good time to come in. Ow!
I'll do.
Don't worry, Will. We got this.
We?
I live upstairs. I heard the commotion and came down to see what was going on. Boyd told me everything. Forget it, Xerxes. You're licked. I know your weakness.
Oh, come on, Shirley. You're my pal. Help me get away.
Let a murderer get away? Not a chance. Take this!
Stop it. No, cut it out. Stop. Ooh, ah!
Quick, grab the jump ropes hanging on the wall to tie him up with, Will. Those handcuffs won't be enough.
Yeah, there. Those ought to hold him, at least for a little while.
Why did he do it, Will? And why does my new client suddenly look enough like you to be your brother?
It's not sudden. He's been like that his whole life. I'll be happy to tell you the whole thing after Xerxes locked away and after I've got one of those Aloha Club Mai Tais in my hand.
Okay, Will. Xerxes is in jail. We've all been questioned. And you've got your Mai Tai. Spill it.
Oh, you'd better do it, Will. I have a feeling she could make mincemeat out of you.
She could indeed, Roberta. George, you go first. You know the beginning of this sordid little tale.
Start with who Margaret Spencer is. I'd never heard of her.
Margaret Spencer was Xerxes' wife. He kept the marriage a secret for the sake of his career. That is, until she got tired of being left alone all the time while he lived the high life. She bugged him to let her be part of his wrestling world, according to letters we found in Xerxes' room. She threatened to spill everything to whoever would listen. He wouldn't give up on the image of a single man. Now, one night they had a fight, a big one. He got too rough, and he killed her.
I thought you said witnesses said she went to wrestling matches and hung out with all the wrestlers. Didn't any of them know who she really was?
No, Margaret never let on, probably too afraid of her husband to reveal the truth to his friends. She didn't even tell her mother. Xerxes was afraid she had told the other women she sat with at the matches. That's why he killed them too. Don Schilling was his closest friend back then. It's possible he knew about the marriage, but he went out of the country right after the murder had happened, so Xerxes wasn't worried about him being questioned. And then he came back. Xerxes didn't know he was back until Don started working out of the weight pen. When he did find out, he worried the truth would come out. At least, Those are my assumptions. Xerxes isn't talking. Doesn't matter. I have plenty of evidence to put him away for a long time.
Wow. Just... wow. I wrestle for the fun of it. I'd never really hurt anyone. I didn't think any of us would.
I would, if someone tried to cross me.
Now, who would try to cross you, Shirley Chappelle?
Flame McDowd. It's been a minute. What are you doing here?
Checking on your drinks. And before you ask, no, I'm not your waitress. It's worse than that. I own this place.
Whoa, you two know each other?
We did, a long time ago. You must be wrapping up the Xerxes case. I'll leave you to it.
Wait, no. How did you know about that? The story hasn't even been given to the papers yet.
George. You ought to know by now that I know everything first. I have ears everywhere. Don't worry, all of your secrets are always safe with me. Come back again sometime, Shirley. We should catch up.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Ooh, all of your secrets, big brother? And what secrets might those be?
Yeah, I have no idea what she's talking about.
Oh, forget it, Will. We've had enough fighting for one night. Let's just drink and get silly.
That's the best idea I've heard all night. Let's get silly, Roberta.
I'll drink to that. Thank you for listening to The Adventures of William Ruby, Private Detective, brought to you by Fizzles. Fizzles, the medicine for when your tummy has fizzled out. Remember, just 2 spoonfuls in a glass of water will bring you back to your normal, bubbly self. Just 25 cents for the small size. Get some today. Tonight's episode was brought to you by Lauren Baumbauer, Lisa Fredrickson, Val Kuhns, Max Levine, Mike Luce, Richard Tatum, and Keith Wright. The script was written by Val Kuhns. Sound editing by Val Kuhns. This has been a Q Footsteps production. Ba-da-boo. Woohoo!
But words coming out of my mouth, huh? Get not just me, but the captain and Captain and Tennille interested.
Daryl Dragon, no!
Aren't we a pretty pair? We're going to solve a case tonight, all right, I reckon.
Yes, I insinuated.
Insinuated. The insinuating weasel.
Does he eat cheese?
No, I'm gonna get a new t-shirt.
Nah, lamb sha.
That's all, folks.
Good night, Mom.